normally you'd be like, all right, your husband and wife split the pot, we're going home with it. No. They're playing that out till the end.
When me and Karen play anything that's competitive, it's basically Drake versus Kendrick. True story. Is there a sport? See, we played sports against each other. We played tennis. We played obviously basketball.
Yeah.
We played a little bit of baseball. You know, I'd actually have to go with probably baseball. Karen is a very good baseball player.
Shout out to off-screen Karen.
Shout out to Karen. You can play baseball. I'll give you that. But that's the only thing I'm gonna give you. I'll give you baseball. You can probably.
What is like all around in baseball, or is there?
She can. She can pitch. She can bat. True story. When I used to work at a company called KCI Medical, Melissa Hache, if you're hearing this, you can attest to this. I used to work at KCI.
It's up in the comments.
10 plus years ago, there was a company outing, and we were playing baseball. There was a company outing, and we were playing baseball, and Karen was at bat, and my boss was the pitcher. Yo, Karen got up to bat, no word of a lie. Boom! Yo, the ball went straight to my boss. Luckily, he was quick enough to dive, but whoo! I think my job security would have been on the fence the next day. Karen almost took off the man's head, yo. And so at that point, I knew, okay, baseball, she got me. She got me. You got me on baseball, Karen. You almost took off my boss's head, can't compete. But baseball, I'll give that to him.
Looking at that aspect, I'm going to take a little detour in the conversation here, where you said, you thought maybe, I'm going to lose my job. Hey, you never know. He might have respected you even more. He might have been like, yo, you got a wife that can hit a ball. Hey, damn, bro, that's true. That's true. You never know, but I get what you're saying.
Yo,
I'm a person, me, if I see someone and I know their significant other can play a sport or shows, that they're not just, they don't fit the stereotype of what a wife or a woman is should be.
Yeah. But at another spectrum, that can also be seen as very dangerous. If your wife is good with the bat, be on your P's and Q's.
I'm surprised your boss didn't call you and be like, yo, I know you know, you can, you're good at home.
You're going to be another Tiger Woods 2.0. But
all right,
gotta be careful.
I guess I gotta answer your question. Okay, so this is a little different. As again, we'll be a little more personal with what we do. That's how I met the wife, which do sports, basketball. My uncle had a racquetball program. I was a coach in it, and he had her be a coach also. So that's how we met. So what I will give her. Ball, I'll give her shooting. She'll probably be in the shooting. I'm not saying I'll get wins here and there, but to say that between the two, I'll give her shooting. Now, she hasn't in a while, so I might be able to get up on her now.
When's the last time she played?
Probably before the kids.
Listen, shooters don't lose their touch.
Oh, no. I know. She'll have to get it back. That's what I'm saying. I'll be able to now maybe, until you get the groove. But she'll have that there. Like I'll give her that, and like
she'll have a cross-hand basketball.
It may not be sport.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You know what? The reason why she won't be able to cross me is because height-wise difference. I can give myself space where to cross.
That's not what I asked you, brother.
It is that.
That's not what I asked you, brother.
No, she hasn't crossed me because she doesn't need to cross me.
TJ, that's not what I asked you. I said, has she ever crossed me?
I said no. Not to say it couldn't happen, but at this point, no.
Jen, let me know if I should take this cap off. He just put it on his head.
He just almost took off his head.
Jen,
Karen can take off his head.
Jen.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Maybe she did.
She did. That means she did.
But we don't. Honestly, when we play, we don't really play one-on-one. We'll do shooting. That's why I'm saying like, I'm not saying she probably put it back then. Now, hell no, not that. I will fall on the ground.
Sticking on the foot.
I will fall on the ground and say, I tripped. Something took me out. But no, I'll give it that. And shooting games. I suck at shooting games regardless. I know some sport, but like like shooting games where you gotta shoot,
Yeah,
or
video
target practice, or like arrow. Yeah, video games. I know some sports, but I'm just talking about things, just competition-wise.
Okay.
Right? Stuff like that. That's good. I'll give her that. Like shooting stuff, yeah. Gunner. I'll give her that.
We have some
gunner in that.
We have some dangerous wives.
I said,
your wife can hold it. I know it.
bow and arrow, it don't matter. It don't matter.
We're in trouble.
So I gotta step my game up, or just be safe.
Okay.
Just make sure we have each other ready. 9-1, and we gotta call for each other in case something happens.
Amen. Actually, I wanted to ask you, speaking of competition, who is the better poker player? Because you and Jen actually introduced me and Karen to poker way back when. But if I want to ask you on the spot, who is the better poker player? Because I'll tell you right now, and I've said this to you before, Jen, his wife, pisses me off when it comes to poker.
She does sometimes.
I can't, and she knows this too, I cannot stand playing Jen in poker. Cannot stand it. She always has my number. I can't do it. I don't know what it is when it comes to Jen, but I can't stand her when it comes to poker. But between you two, who's the better poker player, you or Jen?
I can't really say.
Don't be afraid. It's you.
No. Because again, with poker, see, I'm a situational person, right? So with poker, it depends on her hands and stuff. I think she might have a slight edge.
Mm. She has a crazy
at times.
poker
I think overall, when we've played, she might have gone further than me.
Okay.
Staying on the table. There's times I've gone further than her. There's times I've said, okay, I just can't remember all the time, but yeah.
See, Jen doesn't, when I played with you, there's times when you may crack a smile.
Yeah.
Jen just, it's the same face from start to fucking finish. So you can never read this girl, you know?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I probably honestly I think we're even, but I'll give her a slight edge with her betting and stuff like that. I can give her that. I can give her that one.
All right, Jen, you're a poker player.
Since we are talking poker, I gotta give a salute out to your brother, to our boy Courtney. He's the one who taught me. That's how I learned.
That's right.
Coming over here, the garage, they're always playing, and sometimes I come, and I didn't know anything about poker. I knew about poker, but I didn't know how to play the Texas Hold'em style and all that stuff.
Okay.
So I'd come and sit, and instead of people telling me, I'd sit and you just ask. What you don't really recognize, or you don't pick up on something, then you just ask. And then after, he'd tell me, he'd be like, all right, this is what you should do, or in this situation, this is what can happen, or I noticed this, or da-da-da-da-da. And then I'd pick up from there, and then that's how I learned. We'd come over every weekend. There's some type of poker game or something. So everyone come, you play, and then that's when you start learning, okay, how to bluff, or try and bluff, or okay, it's not always just, you have to have a good hand, or something you gotta read, the table, okay, this person may not have a good hand, but I might be better than theirs, I can get them off. And you learn little things, but yes, that's where I got it from.
Off topic, off camera. TJ, where did you learn to play poker? Do you mind indulging and letting us know?
Bet 365.
Bet 365.
You got me onto that too. Yeah, that's what I
Did you ever play it?
Nah, it wasn't my game. My game was either dominoes or
you kept it safe.
Dominoes or
You knew that if you played Courtney, your money was gonna be taken then, pretty much.
Nah, to be honest with you, like I didn't really see it. Like, all right, whatever. It's a betting game, right?
Okay.
My own game was blackjack, dominoes, or Scopa, the Italian game.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And that was pretty much it.
Well, shout out to Court.
Yeah.
You pass it on to DJ H2O. DJ H2O pass it on to me. So your legacy lives on through poker, brother.
It's funny. My kids are playing poker now.
There you go.
He's teaching her how to play poker now. But since we are talking about the wives, we will stick it with relationships.
Good segue.
And is getting along with your significant other's friends.
Whoa.
Is that how important is that? Well, okay, so we're rating it from 0 to 10. Obviously, 0 being doesn't matter at all. I don't care about them, whatever. They don't matter to me. It's just that person. And 10 being, it's, if I can't get along with them, then I don't even know. Well, I don't want to say that relationship won't happen, but Whatever, but 10 is very important to some people.
Okay, so 10 would be very important. 1 is not as
And
important.
you don't care if the
You don't
friends
care.
like you or not.
So usually, you see, when we come up with topics, we think about it prior to filming this, right? I honestly didn't think about this. Like I wanted, I didn't have time.
Yeah.
So this is completely random, top of the head. I'm gonna be candid and sensitive at the same time. It is important to know your significant other's friends.
Yes.
So I'll put it that way, right? So it's incumbent on you as, the person in a relationship, who's your best friend, right? Or if you're going out with somebody, okay, I know that you're with this person, I know that you're in good hands, right? And that aspect, yes, it's very important. So I would say it's important to know them. Is it important to garner a relationship with them on a friendly level? I don't see it at that. If you guys become friends and you guys are on a talkative or friendly level, that's cool. But I don't look at it as I have to be this person's friend because